Well, I just went to go look at my heated bed, and that is what I found. Not the pliers, of course, but that charred corner right there. Right now I'm trying to remove it because this plastic is actually melted together. Ugh. Get off of there. Oh, jeez. Yikes. So, my bed wasn't heating up. There's the reason why. I need to replace both these connectors. The smaller gauge wire is just the thermistor. That's what just senses the heat. The larger gauge wires actually hold the current for heating the bed. I'm assuming the bed heats up just fine, still. Oh man, that is just melted all together. That'll cause some resistance, definitely. I'm gonna get some 4-pin connectors for my job and fix my printer. The rabbit made it down, but these are the 4-pin connectors I'm gonna need to replace my broken parts. What I've done right now is I've removed most of the crap that was holding the heated bed surface on there, but that is the major problem right there, and I need to cut this piece off too, all those charred bits. I also need to figure out which wires go to what, because I can't have the signal cables on the part where it needs to heat the bed. Now, the negative and positive terminals on the heated bed don't matter, because it is a semiconductor. If it goes one way or the other, electricity is going to pass through anyways, and it's still going to heat up just fine. So what I've done is I've gone to my job, and I picked up a pack of Molex adapters. This is what's going to replace what's on there right now, but I also got to make sure it sits nice and flush, and make sure that these don't melt like this one did. This is probably one of my favorite tools. It is a wire stripper, crimp, and cutter all in one. So I'm going to use this to do this. I'm actually going to work on this piece before I actually do anything with the 3D printer, so I can figure out how to go, what's the best way of going about this. Everything's been cut up, it's time to strip it all out. All been trimmed to the exact same length pretty much. And now I'm going to put the female connectors on this side. Female connectors are on the bed. I can now insert them inside an actual connector. And now it's got its nice sleek connector with the female terminals on this end. It's not too hard to realize that this is what's heating it and this is the thermistor signal. But I just got to make sure I do it correctly. So looks like on point, that is where the heating couple goes. And on the flat side, that's where the signal cable is going to go. So instead of the female connectors, I'm going to use the male connectors instead. Charred bits have been removed. And now the new connectors are on there. And it's time to put the supplemental cable holder. I've gone from charred and broken to clean, new, rigid, and a lot better. So now I just gotta make sure it works. Cura was already opened. What I'm gonna go do is load model file. And from there, Dropbox, printing, STLs, calibration, and then my calibration box. Now that the USB is connected, I can press print to USB, and the COM port will open up for COM9, which is my printer. The thermistor is reading properly if it says the bed temperature is 24. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the text line. I'm going to type is in caps M140 S70. The M is a G-code command to tell the printer to do a specific thing. 140 is for bed temperature, and then you put an S before the temperature, and then the temperature in Celsius. And as you can see, the bed temperature is rising, so I'm not having any problems. I'll check the physical wires in just a second and make sure the actual bed is increasing in temperature itself. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's see if the bed's up to temperature. Yep, that's pretty hot. So that's 70 degrees. And let me just check the wiring real quick. Nothing's burning. What's really cool about the wiring now is that when the magnetic tray is down, I actually can just take the wires right here, so that it doesn't have a problem with zeroing. I can just shove them right in this little hole. This means, without any problems, the bed can zero. And that I get constant heated. Whew, that's really hot. constant heated bed. So now I can print again.